Rosa.
Good morning.
Good morning. You see that Donald Trump is closing that gap. Why do you think that's the case? And also give us a little background on your own history of political affiliation.
Oh, yes, I'm a walkaway, and I became a walkaway when President Trump announced that he was going to go ahead and run for president back in 2015 for 2016. Um, just like the majority of Hispanics down here in these areas in the border towns, we were raised to be Democrat, and it was something that was generational. Nobody questioned it. The matriarch or patriarch stated that we were Democrats. We were all Democrats, no questions asked. But when President Trump announced, and I saw the reaction in regards to his comments about the bad hombres, as a former CBP officer, I knew exactly what President Trump was talking about. I knew that he was not referring to the majority of the people, but it was a big enough group that it was very concerning. So I was very appreciative of him bringing light to that issue. That was an issue that was passed over from administration to administration. So even though he stepped on toes of both Republicans and Democrats, he was very blunt about it, and he got attention, which was needed, and he did something about it, which was secure the border. It was the most secure at any point.
Yeah, that's so interesting. He won you over on an issue that you really cared about. By the way, the Border Patrol is a majority Hispanic law enforcement group. So the majority of our Border Patrol are Hispanics. Let's go to Sammy. Sammy, Rosa comes from the Southwest, a lot of Mexican Americans there. You're Dominican from an urban area here in New York City. Talk to me about why you're interested in voting for Donald Trump. And also, as Rosa did, your own political background. Like, were you always a Republican or were you a Democrat before?
No, well, like Rosa, I left the Democratic Party just recently. And as a matter of fact, we started the newly Dominican American Republican Club because, like Latinos, just like every other group, we do not like the immigration policies, law and order, inflation. We have endless wars, and we have a gender ideology that they're pushing down our throats. We don't like it, and we want to end that. We want to keep men out of sports, just like any other group.
Sammy, Rosa, so great getting your opinions right after the former commander-in-chief, former President Donald Trump. And I think you guys represent, I think, what we're seeing in the polls, this trend towards the Republicans being very issue-based. And that's really interesting to hear from both of you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You got it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.